Well, bipartisan support for just about anything is tough to find in Washington these days, but the horror of Las Vegas has even the NRA talking about possibly regulating bump stocks. Those are the completely legal modification the Vegas shooter used to turn his semi-automatic weapons into essentially machine guns. Fox News correspondent Garrett Tenney joining us with more. Boy, we're still in the very early stages of this, but people are talking.
Yeah, there are some significant differences in this latest debate compared to what we've seen in the past, and that's that many Republicans as well as the NRA are now on board with making these revisions to gun control laws. Now, for years this has been going on, but specifically what they're looking at now after Vegas is these bump stock weapons or modifications that were used by the Vegas gunmen, which, as you mentioned, allow a semi-automatic weapon to function as a fully automatic weapon. And those devices are legal to sell under an interpretation of the Gun Control Act by the Obama administration. However, on Friday, a group of 9 GOP senators sent a letter to the head of the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives, or ATF, asking that regulation be reviewed. Their letter reads in part, "Unfortunately, we are all now keenly aware of how this device operates and believe that this renewed review and determination will keep our citizens safe and ensure that federal law is enforced." Even as a growing number of Republicans are coming out to support a new regulation, some Democrats are criticizing that effort, though, and say that the NRA is saying that the regulation is essentially a cop-out in place of Congress actually passing new gun control laws.
The NRA's statement is a deceptive and dangerous dodge. Regulation is a path to delay, not action. There must be a ban on bump stocks. People in Las Vegas might well be alive today if bump stocks were illegal.
Now, banning bump stocks through regulation rather than legislation is likely much quicker, and it removes a lot of the political challenges that typically come up with any law. Now, many Republicans are still very concerned, though, that any legislation could lead to a slippery slope to more gun control legislation removing the Second Amendment.
This is incrementalism for Democrats. If they can just gradually take our gun rights away until the Second Amendment is gone, that is their mission. And we as Republicans, we as Second Amendment lovers know that, and that's why we're so resistant to the effort from the left. Now,
there are now a number of lawmakers in both parties working on a draft legislation to either limit the sale of bump stocks or to ban them altogether. And this week, the White House indicated it is also now open to changes being made as far as the bump stock device goes.
Yeah, we had a constitutional law expert on a little bit earlier who was saying that even if there is regulation or the case of legislation, still tough to get rid of the ones that are already out there. It's something looking forward like the assault weapons ban or the machine gun ban rather than being able to retrieve the ones that are already out there. Garrett, thank you so much.